everyone, this is going to be a quick video cord wrapping the handle of this cold steel drop forged boot knife. Before we get to this, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe. Here is the cold steel drop forged boot knife out of the sheath. The handle, as you can see, has no scales. It has no cord wrap, nothing like that. It just has this groove ground into each side to help reduce weight. The problem is this is very slick, and also it's pretty small, as you can see. It's not a very hand-filling grip, but I can fix that. Before cord wrapping, I'm going to make some minuki for this dagger. Minuki, for those of you who don't know, are the little ornaments that are found on the handles of Japanese swords, and one of their purposes originally was to help fill the hand. They were palm swells. So for this one, I'm actually going to make some minuki out of jade colored G10. I experimented cord wrapping on this without the minuki, and it definitely did feel better, but I want to add minuki to this one. So without further ado, let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is mark the G10 because I'm going to need to cut a 1/2 inch piece off of this. There we go. The line is now scribed in. I will now cut that, and then from there I will begin the shaping on the minuki. The minuki shape that I'm going to be going for is going to be just plain rectangular bars. Nowadays, minuki are pretty fancy usually, but historically speaking, quite often they were just plain rectangular bars. Sometimes they had some engraving in them, sometimes they didn't. Sometimes they were made of metal, usually they were made of metal, but sometimes they were also made of other materials. So that's why it is I want to go with the G10 to basically make it a modern version of that.
Lonely heart, what is that? Sure, you can count on me, so please don't.
The edges are now beveled. From here, I'm going to be cutting this in half, and then I'm going to bevel the side that's cut, grind these down to their final length, and begin smoothing out where I ground on these.
Like you, lost in the rain, and I found a way for getting rid of what's left. Broken soul, what is left? I will become your friend. So please don't despair. It ends the end. Together we will.
And there we go, the shaping is now done. I forgot to record actually cutting this in half, but it was very simple. I just cut the long bar in half on my scroll saw, and then as you saw, I ground these to length, bevel the edges, smooth the edges, etc. Now from here, I'm going to buff these, and then I'm going to start on actually cord wrapping the knife.
The price to pay is to die.
The buffing is now done. I am now just cleaning the minuki with a little bit of brake cleaner, just to be sure that all of the buffing compound is off of them. And there we go, the minuki are now done. Now from here, I'm going to wrap the knife handle. The paracord I'm going to use is this red and black paracord. The red and black lines go lengthwise. And there we go, it's now wrapped. The Menuki might be hard to see, but they are visible. And they do fill the hand just like I was hoping that they would. So now from here, I'm going to shrink this wrap down. It's on there pretty much as tight as I can get it, but I like to shrink the wrap just to be sure that it's not going anywhere. And then after that, I'm going to polyurethane this. And there we go, the polyurethane is now dry. I've actually been carrying this knife for quite some time now, and this knife carries quite well. So that's it for today. If you have a cold steel drop forged boot knife that you'd like to have cord wrapped, the link to the listing on my website will be in the description. I will also have a link to the other knives that I cord wrap, so definitely be sure to check it out. The music in this video was made by my friend Lo Belver. The link to his channel will also be in the description, along with the timestamp of the songs used. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you next video.